I cannot believe she did that. That is totally retarded. Does anyone sitting here in front of me find something wrong with what I just said? Does anyone find those phrases to be offensive and hurtful? When standing up here behind this podium, many of you probably cringe at the sound of those words. For those of you who don't already know me, my name is Hannah Boudreaux, and the sad truth is, when walking through the hallways, hearing students say things similar to the previous statements has become so common that it is now completely and totally socially acceptable. Retard is a noun, defined as a mentally handicapped person, and is often used as a general term of abuse. By using the word retard to define something as stupid, dumb, or lacking intelligence, you are completely misusing the word and undermining its definition, which is now generally politically incorrect and outdated. To families who experience and live with those suffering from a cognitive delay or intellectual disability, the use of the R word as a slang term is spiteful and cruel. Todd Hollis and Ann Hollis live in a small town in central Illinois with their 2 sons and 2 adopted daughters, who were both from the Ukraine and were born with Down syndrome. One day, Mr. and Mrs. Hollis awoke and went about their daily morning routine as they usually do. Mr. Hollis, who works at a small nearby high school, buckled all 4 kids into the car as he does each morning. As he backed out of the driveway, when he closed the garage door in front of him, to him and his children's horror, words such as retards, bitches, 4 eyes, and dead were spray painted across the door. When Mr. Hollis walked around to the other side of the house, he found "Get out of town, retard" spray painted across the siding of his home, right under the window of his precious daughter's bedroom. The Hollis boys, ages 6 and 7, asked their parents questions like, "What does that word mean?" and "Why do people hate those with Down syndrome?" The Hollis family was lucky. In their case, the vandalism and discrimination helped to start a movement. People donated money and protested the use of the word retard by creating a campaign to bring messages of tolerance and sensitivity to 22 nearby schools. The R word is used hundreds and probably thousands of times each and every day within the walls of this building itself. The use of the R word by today's society, especially my generation, has become so nonchalant that using it is totally okay, and no one around would be offended by it because, after all, you probably didn't mean it anyhow. To anyone who is actually mentally retarded or has a close family member or friend who is, they understand that these people are much more than that word. These people are not defined by their disabilities. They are more than an outdated and misused term. They are people who have lives just like each and everyone else. They love. They have dreams, friends, and family. They feel happiness, pain, sadness, and anger, just like myself and everyone sitting in front of me today. Those dealing with a cognitive disability wake up each and every day knowing that they must work harder than a majority of people around them to complete simple tasks that come easy to most others. To belittle these strong and courageous people by mocking them in their challenges is insensitive and pitiless. The problem with today's society is hate. When simply saying the word retard, many people do not realize that they are being hateful. They may claim they simply say it because they hear it so much around them. But how hard is it to stop and think about what you are saying? How difficult is it to realize that the use of this word is discriminatory and dehumanizing? If every student and faculty member here at North Carroll simply made a conscious effort to remove one single word from their everyday vocabulary, if we were more accepting of those around us, if we were sensitive to the struggles and challenges our classmates, co-workers, and simply fellow human beings face, if we simply stopped and took a moment to let go of any hate we may have within ourselves, if we simply spread the word to end the word, today's world would be a better place. By making one small change to your vocabulary and asking those around you to do the same, the world could be a more loving place to live in. I would like to end my speech today with a quote by Chris Burke, an actor who was born with Down syndrome. Having Down syndrome is just like being born normal. I am just like you, and you are just like me. We are all born in different ways, and that is the best way that I can describe it. We are all human beings, regardless of our struggles, and everyone's struggles deserve to be acknowledged and respected. Next time you go to use the word retard, think about what you are saying and make a conscious effort to spread love rather than hate. Thank you.